Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be making a stock analysis of AI holdings. So if you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And remember, this isn't financial advice. This is purely for entertainment and educational purposes. Now, what does Airship AI do? Well, they're in surveillance, but primarily for government and other branches like that, which would be private security and so on and so forth. That is really what they do. Now, as we take a look at the graph here, let me just make it a bit wider. Let's make each candle 4 hours. As you can see here, it's quite an interesting graph. As you can see, it started trading at almost 10 bucks, and as you can see, it had quite a nice ride, and then it fell absolutely to the floor right here. I haven't been able to find out why, but chances are a insider or someone who held all the stock, maybe the company which made the IPO, sold all of their stock. As you can see, it was all the way down here in 4 RSI, and I have never seen RSI so poor. If you were wondering what the RSI is, that is the relative strength index. Meaning if something is below 30, it's oversold. If it's between 30 and 50, it's in the downward trending channel, meaning a stock is going to fall. If it's between 30 of between 50 and 70, it's in the upward trending channel, meaning the stock is going upwards. And up here, over 70, it's overbought. As you can see, something very interesting happened right here, and I really haven't been able to find out exactly what that was. But then again, it rose quite rapidly again afterwards. So quite interesting phenomenon. Now, and as you can see, overall, the stock is now trading at 5.53, which means it's about 50% of what it was when the stock launched. Let me make these candles a bit more normal again. Or as you can see, we have quite a volatile stock, and by that I mean, look here in the RSI, it is up and down all the time. So we have peaks and we have valleys all the time. So it's a very, very volatile stock. I would be very careful owning this stock. Now, if we look at the key stats of this stock, as you can see right here, as you can see in the beta as well, it is quite high, and the beta means how volatile the stock is compared to the index it lies in, which means this is 212% more volatile than the index it lies in. We also have a 12 months trailing EPS of 0.15 bucks per share. Isn't that impressive? And as you can see, we don't even have a price to earnings. Now, the market cap of this company is 176 million, which isn't really that big, but then again, it's a small company, so what do we expect? As you can see down here, the earnings, they surprise 3 out of 4 times, which is great to see. But the main thing I have a problem with this is how much they surprise. My opinion, at least, on this is that it is poor investor relations, that they misguide so badly in their estimated earnings, but maybe they had some great contracts which they did not anticipate. But for this to happen 3 out of 4 times where they are surprised by 600% or more, I don't like it. Now, look at here the annual earnings. As you can see, it's really not that impressive. As you can see, we had 1 year where they made money, then they lost money, and they had great net margins. And then last year they lost quite a lot of money, but this is most likely due to investments, of course, in their own products, and maybe they had to hire some people. Now, in the financials, as you can see here, it's what they make money on. The thing they make most money on is Outpost AI, Acropolis, and Airship Command. And this is their surveillance package, which I was talking about earlier. Then it has post-contract support, and that is, of course, because, well, of course, their product's gonna need some support, and they also need to take money for that. Now, as you can see, they're only in the United States at the moment, and which makes quite a lot of sense because they're quite a small player in the AI world. Now, the seasonals for this stock are quite interesting. As you can see, we had 23 pump down by 83%. This year, down by 7%. 21, the year they launched, down by 0.1%, so basically in zero the entire year. And then 2022 up by 3.6%. And then last year, at some point it was up by, what is that, 700%, and then ending the year at up by almost 300%, which is quite great, of course. Now, if you go down to the technicals, as you can see right here, it's a buy for the day, and for the month it is still a buy, which makes sense, even though it is quite volatile, even though we did see quite a small, what is it called? A bottom formation, sorry, here in February, and ever since then it did a little bit of a peak, and then another bottom formation, and then it rose quite rapidly, then made a bit of bottom formation again. So it's quite interesting to see. We see somewhat of a bottom formation each time this falls. Of course, we do see some lowering bottom formations, but it keeps falling. But as you can see, the last one here, we have seen a bottom formation here, and here, where it actually lies quite dormant and don't fall that much. And if it falls, it's quite small, then it rises again. So it's quite an even bottom formation. And this is, of course, also great for the technicals, as you can see. Now, the next technical point, breakthrough point we're going to have is actually right up here. As you can see, we have some peaks up here. This is the next point we're going to have to break through. How we're going to do that, I really don't know, as I think they're a bit too a niche player, so I can't really have an estimate on that. But we are also currently lying on a previous breakthrough level right here, as you can see. So quite interesting to see that. So if we break through this point here at about 5.5, if we keep rising, chances are we're going to get all the way up here to 6. But of course, you can only speculate about that. Now, the analyst rating on this are great, but we only have one, so I don't think we can take that into great consideration. Now, the estimate is up by $11, which is actually a bit high in my estimates given how little money they earn or lose. Now, as you can see on the EPS, they're estimated to make money per share this year, which I find quite unlikely to happen given how little money they made in 2024. But of course, maybe they know something. Of course, they know something I don't. But overall, I don't think that's going to happen. And annually, as you can see here, they're estimated to make 30 million this year and then 48 million next year. Now, this is really isn't that a lot of money for a publicly traded company, and I don't like to see how many AI players are publicly traded who basically don't make any money at all, and the ones they make is quite little. So I would definitely stay away from this personally. That was my analysis on Airship AI. If you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And of course, if you want to see me make analyses on any other companies, please leave those companies in the comment section below.